Hi there, it's Fred and Fred. Thanks for tuning in to Guitar Media, and welcome to Guitar Media's 80s Squire Stratocaster video. We're here today to take a look at the circa 1986 made in Korea Squire Stratocaster in black. We got this guitar in a couple of years ago, and I think it was DOA. I think it was the jack that I had to resolder to get it up and running. And right away we noticed that the neck was a one-piece neck, and we're immediately impressed with the sound of the guitar. But after playing it for a few months, we come to the conclusion that the pickups were microphonic and that they would need to be waxed. So after waxing the pickups, we were disappointed to find out that this did not resolve the microphonic issue with these pickups. And so we can't recommend these pickups or this guitar for high gain, high volume applications, although we were able to plug it straight into the 1970 100 watt Super PA amp and turn all the controls on 10 without jumping the channels. Of course, if we would have jumped the channels, that's when we would start to become an issue, which of course is leading into high gain territory. For the bridge pickup, I've got 3.6K ohms on my meter. For the middle pickup, I've got 3.6K ohms on my meter. And for the neck pickup, I've got 3.8K ohms. And these pickups, really ultimately the bottom line here is we were hoping that this guitar would be the Jimi Hendrix psychedelic guitar, you know, and it's just not. And so the Bullet series, when you compare, so this is basically the first import Bullet series other than the made in Japan. And for me personally, the made in Japan models, the pickups, I just didn't care for the sound of the pickups. Maybe they have some pickups that I didn't hear that are good sounding pickups, or maybe if you'd like to leave that in the comments, if you would like to defend your made in Japan Bullet series Squire Stratocaster, that would be great. We'd love to hear about it. But for me, the bottom line is when I look at the Bullet series, I'm looking at the made in Japan for Squire. I'm looking at the Made in Korea for Squire, which is a little later. And then a little later after that, they did the Made in Indonesia version, which really, that was the longest run of the Bullet series for the Squire guitars. And the Made in Indonesia ones just work better for the psychedelic tones because they're not microphonic, and they have a very hot sound. And these pickups have a hot sound, although surprisingly they only read 3.6. And I thought for years and years that these were all hot pickups, and I've only recently come to find out that even the more modern day Made in Indonesia Bullet series are also right there in the 3.5 range. And they just have a hot sound because the ceramic magnets are very strong. Weighing in at 7 pounds, 1.5 ounces. Of course, this is the totally awesome Squire Bullet series with the shallow body that allows for a lightweight Stratocaster. Today we start off by plugging this baby straight into the 1965 Fender Pro Reverb amp. Our speakers are the 1969 Jensen C12N with the aluminum dust cap. Our close microphone at 24 inches is the Sennheiser E835. Our room microphone on top of the cabinet is the Nady RSM4 ribbon microphone. We also make use of the Worm Electro-Harmonics 24-volt modulation effect, which is also an analog unit. And we use the tremolo and reverb on the amplifier on some of the recordings. If you'd like to support the channel or see some of our videos ranking higher in the Google and YouTube search engines, please like, comment, and subscribe, as this is absolutely free and the best way to support the channel. If you'd like to see more of our videos, we have several YouTube channels, including Guitar Media, Guitar Media 2, Guitar Media 3, Music Media, and the EDM Fred Sweet channel, where you can search and find many more of our videos. Thanks for watching, and check our channel for our latest videos.